Another bit of official Battlefield 2042 news for you. As you know, we do have a gameplay reveal tomorrow. It is going to be at the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase. That's where I'm going to be, tuning into the stream and welcoming in some Battlefield 2042 gameplay. It's what we all want to see. Will it live up to the hype? The trailer has already set the levels so high, everyone's wanting it to be fantastic, but you do have to wait for that gameplay and then of course play the game before you can make up your mind. That being said, DICE have given us a little teaser today. If you're on Twitter, you will have seen it. I posted the images from this little teaser. We get the glitchy effect in the background and then a couple of screenshots from what looks to be incredible Battlefield vehicle footage. Now, I nearly said Battlefield 4 vehicle footage then because of the attack helicopter. It does look a little bit like Battlefield 4, which is no bad thing. Let's take a look at the images now and delve into what we can actually see. Now, of course, the images are low quality. Not much I can do about that. It was from a Twitter video and an Instagram video, so the quality, if you're on a big screen, is going to look poor. If you're on a small screen, it probably doesn't look too bad. Essentially, we are seeing a player here. Looks like he's leaning out of the side of a helicopter with a weapon that I can't really identify, but it's got a couple of attachments on there. That's linking in, no doubt, to the customization in the game. The HUD is the main thing though. Obviously you can see the attack helicopter and the map and it all looks very Battlefield, but the HUD looks a little bit different. Your usual stuff is there. You've got your map on the left, you've got your 4 squad mates. Very important, is it only going to be a 4-man squad? And then on the right side you can see your primary, your secondary, and then what looks like 3 other items. Could be a gadget, a grenade, and then an additional thing, maybe each specialist with their additional trait. That is what you're going to be seeing there as well. Not really too certain. Above that you can see your ammo count. Again, you can see everyone that's in the vehicle, 4 people in this vehicle. It's very familiar, but the color scheme I think is what's putting a lot of people off potentially. I don't mind it. I quite like the color teal, and I don't mind green alongside it. It's a little bit off, I suppose, but then you've got that pinky red on the map. To me, I really don't mind it at all. Knowing DICE and knowing what they do with this sort of stuff, with it being a pre-alpha, it will be changed. Things will be moved about. It happens with all the Battlefield games, but overall, it looks more like Battlefield 3 and 4 than it does Battlefield 1 and 5, which is a great thing if you ask me. It's a more modern or futuristic setting, so they've gone back to what worked. The second image is, of course, from inside an attack helicopter. Now, if you remove the HUD from this and maybe edited just 1 or 2 little things, it would look like BF3 or 4. It's an attack helicopter in a Battlefield game on the Frostbite engine. It looks fantastic, even with this very pixelated image. Once again, you can see your map and squad mates on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you can see, again, 4 different things. We've got what looks like a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, countermeasures, and then potentially another thing as well. Could that be another trait or something? Essentially, you're seeing a spanner there in the bottom right-hand corner for when maybe you're disabled. In Battlefield 4, you would have your primary, which would usually be Zuni rockets or smart rockets, your secondary, which would be your heat seekers or your tow missile, and then you would get your countermeasures, ECM, flares, whatever it is you're using in your vehicle, and then you'd get an additional thing such as air radar, gyro stabilizer, whatever it is. That's probably going to be very similar by the looks of things. Exciting stuff indeed. Now, this is something that I'm not sure if many people will pick up on, and I might be wrong here, but on the right hand side next to the ammo you are seeing that little infinite symbol under the sideways 8. I think that's what that is. Is that indicating that we're going to be going back to a Battlefield 4 style of things, where you regen ammo over time? And the way that they balance the ammo in vehicles is by saying they give you 20 rounds. If you use them up, you have to wait for them to come back, but they do eventually come back to the vehicle on their own. I'm hoping it means what we had in Battlefield 4. Essentially, they can control how much ammo you've got through the regen. The final image we're seeing was a third-person helicopter shot. As you saw from the GIF or the little video, it is actually a moving shot. You can see a jet coming across the front of the helicopter, and this helicopter is on fire slightly, which is really quite impressive. As I said, even through this pixelated image, very action-packed and awesome to see. Again, third person, definitely going to be a thing. Many people actually were thinking that vehicles might go to first person only in Battlefield. I never thought it would be the case because of customization. Third person is really useful for customization, and it's a first person game. The vehicles being third person opens up a few opportunities. It's also really, really entertaining in air vehicles to go into the chase camera. Not a whole lot to go on today. What I will say, finally, just wrapping it up with these few images, as we try and stretch out a 15-second GIF into a full video, and that's how excited I am. I will do that at the minute with 2042 content. You've got a map here that looks absolutely humongous. It compares, in my opinion, with a cityscape to Shanghai or Dawnbreaker in Battlefield 4. They're the two that you'd think, okay, that's a city. How will it compare? This is just on a different scale, completely. Caesar Shanghai is big in terms of the entire map. If you go right out to sea, you can almost go across that river to the other side. I've had a video in the past actually where the dead zone on the map wasn't a thing, or the red zone, wherever you go, the out of bounds, that wasn't a thing. So we could take the jet ski all the way and you could go really, really far on the map. However, it wasn't textured everywhere and it was a little bit glitchy. I think Battlefield 2042 will be that in terms of scale. You'll just be able to keep going for ages and ages and ages before you hit the red zone. If this GIF is anything to go by in this little video that we've had, the maps are going to be absolutely humongous. Well, hopefully you got a little bit excited over that 15-second video. I certainly did. Didn't show us much, but it showed us just enough to get us hyped and give us a taste for what is to come tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Information for that event can be found on Twitter. The official Battlefield channel will be tweeting about it, so will I. Just type in Battlefield 2042 into Google and it will come up. It's the Xbox Bethesda showcase. That is what you want to be watching. Thanks for watching this video. You're in the right place if you're into Battlefield 2042 and into Battlefield at all. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and if you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.